From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow. I 57. Check 43.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
44. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 15. Smoke. 44 is the Mike. 44.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
A 44-yard attempt.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have sent this one off target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the whip.
Damian Wilson in on the stop.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Too little, cut. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Say. Watch the slant. Motion.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Cordero Patterson, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Mike. Man, work. He's crossing. He's checking cross. X3, 218, jump right.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's third and short.
Single, single slot. Exit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Rush in.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Getting it to their playmaker, Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Cordero Patterson, touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 27, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Check 9, check 9.
Hey, 15.
Scene 6. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got one.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180! 53 is the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Switches. Ran.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Get up! 180! 53. Watch the slant. Watch the twitch. Check it back.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow. Hey, watch it.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Charlie. 44. Mike, 44.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tighten up.
Hey, Ripple is.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock, advancing the ball down the field.
On second down and 4, Trubisky got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 32 touchdowns crazy. To his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try again with Cohen. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
44, Mike, 44.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike Spopo. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bears' 10-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
43! 43! Bravo! 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. I don't think you got it, son. Fofo. 15. Mike Fofo. Buzz. Yeah, let's get that ball right here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's our time. It's our time. Slam. Check nickel. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go. It's right.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe.
We got this.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, a design run for their wideout. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage.
Hey, man, GG, man.
And he's a guy that has some height to him.
Be safe out here.
You don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash. Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Alert. We want it. Hey, 18. Come. Mike.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for one. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle. I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.